Mr. North Cat, baby, I'm a boss. Carolina barbecue sauce with the slaw. I'm the safe, the cellar, and the vault. I'm the best, the effect, and the cause. I'm the law.
Thank you, everybody on the analyst desk. My name is Matcham, and I am joined here by Paper Thin. We're getting everything set and ready to go to move into our first game, and I gotta say, I am excited.
I am beyond excited. This is the first time since PGI we have a global competition with regions all over the world joining us today. I cannot wait. We're gonna do 3 games on Miramar. To me, this is actually really, really exciting because Miramar offers a lot of challenges to these teams, and I can't wait to see how they overcome them.
All right, so here you can go. You see the plane is up in the air. We already have a lot of people dropping off. Fairly easy, nothing too scary to look at here. We got a couple of teams looking like they're making their way down towards Puerto Paradiso. It's going to be Arrow Wolf. Meanwhile, it's going to be Crystal Luster. That one's going to throw me every single time I say it up there, making their way up towards El Alzahar. So now it looks like the cluster towards the middle is kind of what we're keeping an eye on, as I'm willing to bet that it looks like it's going to be Team Liquid making their way over towards Picado. All the teams along the edge up to the northeast are going to have to make a push. So with this winner, what are you going to do? Going to throw out a smoke that's going to give away his position. Goes for the spray onto it. Nothing really connecting through it. Gets a little bit of damage, but look, 4AM hears this. They go, wait, there is somebody right next to us, and they're not going to allow anything out of it. Samiria's taking a couple of shots back down towards AHQ, and it's just reposition on reposition. How's this grenade going to come up? Is it going to connect? Winner goes down inside of that exchange. He's just going to get easily flushed. There's no real benefit coming out of that push in the position that he was at.
Yeah, 4AM taking advantage of that, knocking Winner out. A nice little kill for them here. CL in the meantime taking on some fights in the background. OP Gaming Rangers trying to push up onto the last couple members here. Babo comes over the hill. 1 kill. That is 2 knocks for him. Is he going to get the 3rd? It's just Icky left, but he has to back off.
OP Rangers, they got a little bit of damage off, but you can see HQ's now starting to come alive back down behind them. I was just trying to find anything going on, but Shoot the Kill is just trying to gatekeep out ends right now. Shots connecting from a sideline. They are just having to make their way up this hillside, and there is nowhere for them to go. They're just trying to get to the reprieve that the top of the hill might provide.
Behind all of this, OP Gaming Rangers did manage to knock out Arrowwolf. 4AM now fighting Armory Gaming here up on the hill. ZG coming over, doing a little bit of damage, cooking this grenade.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Nice grenade, could pay off for them, but look at this Incognito now caught in between Envy and Ince, and that is a terrible place to be. You can see so much utility having to be used at the time. Gotta be the last member up and alive for 4AM as they make the push over there. Shoots a kill. Still looking back around for what's happening with him. Purdy Curdy looking back down towards Alo, who did go down inside this exchange. This is just a massacre on this part of the circle as nobody has any easy path. And here we go. Pat Caps, can you hit the nade? Just going to overhand toss it in. He's going to get taken down as they reposition out.
Great job there by Incognito to move out and prevent Pat Caps from getting that grenade in, but they will be taken down in 12th place by Envy anyway, and it looks like you can see Ents in the background here now moving up. Looks like Squeaky, he has died outside of the circle to Purdy Curdy. Babo in a fight with Armory Gaming. DMG will get taken down, and that is Armory Gaming down in 11th place.
But they're going to have to move here. They've got the circle coming up right back behind him. Envy just trying to mop up what's going on as Ince is eliminated in 10th place. So now we've got Envy and Shoot to Kill looking back down towards each other. Very familiar with each other as they're both from North America, but Team Liquid just looks back up and drops Moody. Now Team Liquid in a strong point to gate team out 2 North American teams. They've got the angles as Envy is eliminated. Shoot to Kill's Adam right up in front of him, so gonna have to keep an eye on how this plays out. You can see Purdy Curdy just trying to make his way into the safe zone. Does Team Liquid see it? A little bit of a crossfire coming to play, and good lord, Purdy Curdy just gets dropped.
Jeemzz with a nice rip there. Great gatekeeping here by Team Liquid. They do have 1 member knocked, but Adam is outside of the circle. He is in a lot of trouble, and he will get taken down. That is Shoot to Kill down in 7th place. Team Liquid doing very well here. They have 2 knocks. They should be able to get the reses here. They have just enough time, it looks like, to get this up and get going, but now they have to rotate into the circle, and possibly it's going to be interesting to see if they can find a nook in that circle up on top of the hill.
They're just going to have to make their way north, right around where Crystal Luster is at. They're getting themselves gifted with a crate, but I don't know if it's going to pay off too much for them because 17's got to make an approach on that, and it looks like a Freak of Freaks is thinking the same thing. This could just really open up Cloud9 to have control over that, like where all those hay bales and stuff like that are, so that way they can look back down into it. Cloud9 been kind of quiet right now, just really taking long-range shots back and forth.
Yeah, they've had this compound on the western edge of the circle. They've had rain all over the entire hay bale area here, so they've just been able to stand pat, and MP5 will get wiped out there as well. C9 looking to put some shots onto a Freak of Freaks Fatal. CL here, they've got 2 members left in a fight with their sister team from China, the 17 Gaming, so we'll see how that goes. Ooh, another care package with an AUG comes down, Matcham.
Going to be interesting to see who picks that up, if they opt into going for it, because at this stage it kind of feels like a trap. If you make your way over there, you're just going to take a ton of damage. 17, though, starting to make their way slowly and steadily over towards Crystal Luster. Freak of Freaks just ran a massive split across the north. Just kind of get a little bit more sight lines on what's happening. You can see Cloud9 kind of grouping over here, but really Team Liquid has control over the entirety of that hill at the time. It's all about how 17 opts into moving, but it looks like they're thinking about going towards Crystal Luster.
Yeah, actually Team Liquid, it may not look like it, but they actually control a ton of this circle right now. Them and C9 basically control the hay bales. A Freak of Freaks Fatal trying to make sure that no one can come around them from the north or the east. That's why Styles out there. You can see him on the eastern side there. They don't want anybody to do that. Lambo takes a few shots, though, from Team Liquid. Going to have to hide and heal up. 17 moving up here. It looks like they might get into an engagement. We'll see if they push up any further, but they might be content with where they are on the back of that hill right now.
Cloud9 and Team Liquid just looking back and forth at each other like, we know everything's happening over towards that other part of the circle, but we can't see what's going on over there, so just taking a couple of shots here and there, seeing if they can knock off some helmets. Again, burn through the meds, try to make sure you do as much attrition damage as you can, but here we go. Monkey King sneaking right up next to Crystal Luster, takes the shots, gets it down onto one of them, looking back over towards Long, and that is Crystal Luster just getting eliminated. That drops us down to 4 teams, 15 alive.
What a 2v1 there from Monkey King. Excellent job knocking out the last 2 members of CL. So we're down to 4 teams. Team Liquid with 4 members up, 17 with 4 members up, C9 with 4 members up, and a Freak of Freaks Fatal with 3. This is going to be a really exciting finish here, Matchroom.
Cloud9 has actually chosen to send 2 members back down into the hay bales. Everybody's just trying to divide to get a little bit of control of what could be inside the center as, we're going to make our way back over towards the hills. Just a little bit of that field still in play. But now Cloud9, they're right on the edge, not inside the new safe zone. So while they made this risky play, not going to pay off for them. They're going to lose their vehicles and now have to cross this no man's land on foot. And you can see there's just no cover.
Yeah, the good news for Cloud9 is they probably have a lot of their utility left because they've been in that compound for so long. They haven't probably had to use a lot of their smokes. So I imagine they can at least have that going for them to get across this difficult terrain, but you're absolutely right. It's going to be very tough, especially with teams like Team Liquid, 17 and a Freak of Freaks Fatal still in this here at the end.
17 in a very good spot right now. They've got a little bit of a dip that they can play in, do a little bit of peeks back and forth. ibiza kind of pressuring, applying a little bit of damage onto the team, making them make sure they're not too comfortable over there. Really, it's going to choose about like how Afrika decides to make them move through here. Fatal has a couple of different options in how they can push through. It looks like they might be playing around where Shadow's located at. He's got a foothold right next to the safe zone, but not a lot of real play areas in that. They're going to have to make their way towards the hills, I would imagine, which puts them right next to 17.
Profi does get knocked here by Style in transition, so C9, and he will get confirmed there. C9 trying to make their move right now to get into this circle. It is a very dangerous thing no matter what. No matter how many smokes you have, that is really dangerous. Shocks, though, heard the shots from a Freak of Freaks Fatal. Moving over here to try to find some shots, but he's taking some damage himself. Was that ibiza from long range? My goodness.
He has just got a hilltop that he was playing around, but here's the problem with it. When you keep going for those peaks over that hill, sooner or later you do have somebody that looks back that direction. ibiza does go down. That kind of provides a reprieve for everybody to now start making their way through this no man's land territory. Shadow goes down, and a massive explosion as K-Mine is just trying to make his way forward. K-Mine and Lobes, they're just trying to push out just to get to some form of safety. You can see Style got Lambu off on 2 different angles, but how much damage has Cloud9 received at this point? Another nice grenade coming back out from him. Could land maybe a little bit short there. Not going to get a connection onto it. Style also trying to do a return grenade onto it. K-Mine still looking back over on that other angle, but does get dropped from it. There is just nowhere to go as Cloud9 gets decimated.
Yeah, Cloud9 gets surrounded here. Team Liquid looking to secure this western flank on this side of the hill, trying to knock out a Freak of Freaks Fatal. They don't want to get flanked over here on the left side. A Freak of Freaks Fatal now in a really difficult position. There isn't a lot of room for them to maneuver at this point. They're blocked in on the south by Team Liquid, and the circle moves over to the east, making it even more difficult for them.
Team Liquid sitting on 8 kills right now, looking back over towards a Freak of Freaks Fatal. It's got 2 more points potentially sitting there that they really want to pick up. 17 also still a lot of control over the area that they have, but they've been having to surrender a lot of information just with how Team Liquid is playing this and how aggressive they're holding so many different angles. 17 hasn't had a chance to really peek up and get as much information as they want.
I love what Team Liquid's doing here. They are covering so much territory, making sure that they control the situation. They dictate the pace of this. And here's Jembty getting a lot of nice shots on the Style. Can't quite get the knock, though. Style able to make it sneakily behind that hay bale. Sambty trying to take a few shots over here onto 17. Nothing really connecting for him. Ooh, but he tries to peek and pays for for it there.
I kind of love how Team Liquid are herding a Freak of Freaks over towards 17. Be like, yeah, you guys fight each other and do some damage to it. Even if we don't get the down on a Freak of Freaks, we'll just force you guys to fight. Look at the amount of territory that Team Liquid controls versus 17. 17's just kind of crammed into this corner right now. Sure, they peek up, they get some damage onto Team Liquid, but there's really nowhere for them to go. They haven't been able to extend out, and right along the edge like that, they have to know they're not going to get control of the circle, and that's why ibiza is walking right up into the middle of this, forcing everybody to have to move around how he wants them to move.
Yeah, right now it looks like a Freak of Freaks Fatal has found a nice little hill to hide behind that is in the circle. So we might not see any of these three teams really duke it out quite yet until they're forced to by Phase 9 here. It looks like they've all kind of found their little positions. They're just going to try to peek and take some shots at each other. 17, I think, very content to just wait and try to just out-skill Team Liquid at the end.
The X factor for me is got to be a Freak of Freaks, where they're positioned at. I mean, they don't have the chance really of winning as much as the other two teams, but the direction that they choose to look and who they decide to take shots at in this last point, as you can see Team Liquid right up near the center, so everybody's going to be kind of vying towards that center spot. If they choose to look back over towards 17 and do the damage to him, get it down onto it, that could really open it up for Team Liquid. But if they choose to focus Team Liquid, that's going to open it up for 17.
Yeah, really aggressive play here by Liquid to really make sure they control the center of that circle. This is the last circle. The blue will collapse into the very center. There's a little spinning star you can see on the bottom right-hand corner of your map. That is where the circle will collapse into. These teams don't have a lot of time to work with this. It's only a couple minutes here. So Team Liquid has this hill here. They have a lot of cover, but there's tons of smokes coming out. 17 making a move.
Here we go. Look at all the smoke that's down in play, and that beautiful grenade coming out from ibiza, getting it down onto two members, and ibiza is just absolutely on fire at this hilltop. He is just destroying 17. Meanwhile, looks back over towards the Freak of Freaks. They're just trying to push back up, and that's another down popping up for Team Liquid. There is nowhere for these other two teams to go that Liquid does not see. It is unrelenting, but finally Jeemzz goes down. It is just Monkey King to fight off Team Liquid. He's just trying to go for the flush. He's out inside the blue right now. Slowly creeping over, picks up Sambty as well. That pushes him up to 6 kills. But we got ibiza and Jembty on the hunt, and that's going to be Team Liquid taking the very first round.
Incredible circle control here at the end by Team Liquid. Really smart play to take control of that top hill. They could see all of the hay bale area, all of that little farm there, so they knew what other teams were doing there. They didn't have to worry about that so much, and they could just box out the other teams on the northern edge of the circle.
I mean, that was an absolutely nuts way to start off this event. Everybody try to get a little bit more information here and measure it out, but then whenever it comes to the end, just absolutely on fire as they move through this.
Yeah, ibiza absolutely coming up so clutch with those grenades onto 17.
Kills.
7
kills for ibiza. Good lord, that is the way you want to start an event like this.
I mean, those grenades were just a thing of beauty, and then to get a few more rips with the guns onto a Freak of Freaks Fatal on the western flank there. He is just so good. What a way to start things off here for Team Liquid, and they could absolutely, be one of the favorites here in this tournament.
I mean, Liquid, the way that they play, they always do well at international events. They're one of the teams that everybody's been keeping a careful eye on. We've got Team Liquid that came up first, 17 in second, a Freak of Freaks Fatal comes in third, and then Cloud9 rounding out that 4th place spot. And the Crystal Luster, let's not forget, they had a kind of a rough go here and there, and they managed to actually come in that 5th place spot.
Yeah, it was, they just kind of played it safe. They got an aggressive central location early on, and they just kind of were able to make it work. So it was really exciting.
Well, enough hearing about stuff from us. Let's actually hear from the players, so we're just going to go ahead and throw it down to an interview.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, I am joined by the winning team, Team Liquid, down here with ibiza. Now, before we talk about that impressive grenade kill, how are you feeling coming off winning the first ever match of the Face It Global Summit?
It's amazing, to be honest, winning the first game. It's always a relief if you do good the first game, so I'm super excited.
So what was the team's mentality coming into this? Because that was incredibly hectic at times.
Yeah, our team is quite hectic in general, but we stayed calm at the end, good comms, and we did it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I said earlier, that grenade kill, that was absolutely insane. Yeah. Did you expect it to go that well?
No, not to be honest. I had three kills with nades. I had 2 nades and I had 3 kills. My teammate said, wait till they run down, so I threw the nades, and that was a hit, so super excited about that.
So can you talk to me just about that final fight in general? How was the team feeling coming into that, and how were your comms within the team?
We were going to wait. I'm not sure what team it was in the northwest corner. We were going to wait for them to make a move. And then I got the triple nade, so we were like, okay, everyone just hold, and they're going to have to come to us. We were in the middle, so that's kind of how it went, and we cleaned up, so that was good.
Do you think you've changed your kind of game style since coming off the Pro League? Is there anything you've been adapting recently?
Yeah, so it's a new point system, so it's a lot more kill heavy, so you want to be more greedy for kills. So less positioning, I would say, and more for kills, like hold edge more, and that's kind of what we do.
Oh, thank you so much. So are you feeling confident coming into this match?
Yeah, I'm super confident, and I can't wait to play the rest.
Thank you so much for your time, ibiza. We are going to head back over to the analyst desk.
Sting like a bee. Wow, wow, wow. Impressive stuff from ibiza to be able to come in there, and Team Liquid overall grabbing themselves the first chicken dinner of the day. Welcome back to the analysis desk, and we do have Mr. Toffees and Avenger. Boys, the energy in... there's no crowd here right now for these first 3 days, but the energy in the building was palpable. You could feel it in this first game. Very, very hectic start here to the tournament as a whole.
Absolutely, it was a great start. It's exactly what you want to see, the energy coming right out of the gate. Freya asked ibiza, how do you feel? He said, we're confident. Talking to them coming into this tournament, we said, what'd you get from PEL? What came out of those immense amount of games? And he said that we gained the confidence that we are a strong team on this meta, and they proved it. Their kill count was crazy, 12, I think.
Yeah.
We used to call Jeemzz the nade guy, but Ebi may be taking over the title because he wiped out 17 with 2 nades.
That was amazing nades here, and as well, you can hear how they kind of communicate that. Wait until they come on the brow of the hill, because they will be in the smokes. Just throw 2 nades in there, and you're going to have a lot of kills there. But 3 kill downs with 2 nades is amazing.
Listen, coming into this tournament, Twitter, pros from all over the world said this is kind of a nade meta right now. They're super powerful. If there was any questions about the reality of that prior to this, it's gone now, because nades are king in the late game.
Even before that, they were getting a lot of kills with the guns, just racking them up left, right, and center. And some of the final moments here do stand out. Africa Freaks putting in some good work with Lambo as well there, and Style at the end.
Yeah, at Cloud9, we saw them go out in 4th place. But remember, the top 4 teams were from 4 different regions. How cool is that?
And those replays brought to you by NVIDIA here at the Faces Global Summit.